Good evening, Namaskar, Jai Hind. A warm welcome to all on today's episode of Path of Positivity. I'm your host Shweta Rana and you're watching us on NIN Live. Path of Positivity is an endeavor of the movement of positivity, which is spearheaded by Dr. Jnaneshwar Mule, current member of NHRC, and Mrs. Hemangi Sinha is the chairperson of Arjun Foundation. Movement of Positivity is a group of NGOs that works together to create social impact and bring positivity in the society of today. Today, amongst us, we have a very special team whose vision is very clear, and that is to work and serve together for progress. So let's welcome team of most active NGO in Meghalaya, the NYDA, that is the short of Nongkrem Youth Development Association. So I would welcome them all. Uh,
Good
with
evening.
us today, we have, sir, first and foremost, a very warm welcome to the entire team of NYDA today. It's an honor for us to have all of you here together with us. And I would like to introduce the members of the team. Mr. Wanlang Mylliemngap, who's the president, Mr. Empower Warbah, who's the general secretary, Mr. Bidison Warbah, who's the treasurer, and Mr. Danny K. Rajee, who's the head corporate of the media and social affairs of NYDA, that is the Nongkrem Youth Development Association. So, sir, I begin my first question with Mr. Wanglang. Sir, I want to ask you, were you involved in social work earlier? And tell us about something about the making of the NYDA, the Nongkrem Youth Development Association.
Thank you very much for your question. Uh, I was started my social work since my childhood, I would say, because I most of the time I involved in community level, and it was during in the year 2008 which I went for a training in NYDA, my cup in Mysore for a training under the for promoting of SSG under the uh, social service, which is under the church level, which is work for the betterment of the people for forming of SHG, where I go to different village, help the people in forming the self-help group, uh, give them training regarding with microfinance, and create some activities that can help their life standard. And after that, I also involved in my local NGO with the help of the NYDA as the I could say as the mother NGO in my village in the whole Nongkrem, because my locality fall under Yopomtia. I stay in my locality named Yopomtia, and it fall under the whole Nongkrem. And NYDA is like a mentor organization which look after all the small NGO in Nongkrem village. And slowly and
Okay,
steady, then I get help with the Nongkrem Youth Development in the year 2011, and from that it's carry on till date. So
okay,
when it comes to the making of NYDA, earlier before it was in the year 1990. NYDA was earlier was known as the Nongkrem College Student Association. It was the
okay,
student who go to college from Nongkrem to Shillong who have this view, who have this vision to have this kind of organization to help the youth who wants to go for a higher study. As in Nongkrem, we don't have college. We won't have only in up to secondary level. So they have that vision. So in that time, they formed that this Nongkrem College Student Association, which later
okay,
on they changed the name into Nongkrem Youth Development, so that they can get involved all the youth, not only for the one
yes,
who are educated. So that is what NYDA come into existence in making NYDA. And
all
from
right.
that time onward, we keep on working together as a team, not only with educated youth, but also with uneducated youth who have that passion to work for the betterment of the people and to promote the living standard and the life of the people in Nongkrem and the whole of Meghalaya in particular.
Okay. Indeed, a very amazing story to listen to, that how the youth association, the college students association, got converted into a youth association which is working on ground level to bring about change even through youth that is not as educated but has passion to serve society. I think this is what social work is all about. Is it's about being at the grassroots levels and doing everything. This is really very beautiful. Now I'm going to come to each one of you with this question of mine. I'm going to ask everyone about this. Please tell us about your individual work and contribution in the team of NYDA. And I will start with Mr. Empower Verba. So, Mr. Empower, you tell me about your individual work and contribution to the team.
Actually, I was starting my social work on the year 2006. So when I was in a college, so after my degree course, so when I was involved in one as a volunteer in the Nehru Yuva Kendra Sangathan (NYKS) in short. So
Okay.
I learned that service. I like to serve people. So as a member of the organization of the Nongkrem Youth Development only, so I'm like to cooperate or work with the team during in any program or any developmental activities organized by the team. So as times goes by, then I get a chance to be the general secretary, the all
Uh, I think there's internet distortion from their side.
the members of the association, especially during this documentation like paperwork and all, and to go to search for schemes and projects from all the states department or even the central departments also for the to help people for training or for awareness program, workshops, and everything, even for the educated or non-educated youth, as well as for the women and child also. So we are that is my my individual contribution for the organization, and I like being associated.
Uh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Empower, sir. Please, sir, continue. Danny, sir, am I audible to you?
Yes, I think there must be a problem because they are
Oh,
uh, interacting from Nongkrem, so there must be some problem there.
yeah, yeah, I can guess that. I can guess that. Now I ask the same question to Mr. Bidison. So please tell us about your individual work and contribution in the team, Mr. Bidison.
Yeah, a very good evening to you all. So actually, yeah, I am the treasurer of this organization, the NYDA. Since we are I'm so since the, before I was only the member, and then after that, as time passed by, so I got a chance to be the treasurer of the organization. Then I look after all the financial means the financial heads I'm doing. I'm looking for the financial institution, financial capacity of the organization. So I took care of all the expenditure or the income and expenditure of everything of the organization, and we are working together as a team. We have the general secretary, we have the president, and then
collectively we are working together. Me as the head of finance, so as to say. So I'm looking forward for all the financial activities of the organization. So till date, I am holding for the past 6-7 years as a treasurer of the
Mhm.
organization.
Okay, so you're looking after the financial this of the organization, the finances of the organization. Um,
Yes.
so I would like to ask Mr. Wanlang. So what is your individual work and contribution to this, Mr. Wanlang?
Yes, yes. In contribution to our organization. Yes, is that your question? In
Mr.
contribution
Wanlang,
to
yes. Yes, sir.
NYDA.
Yes, sir. So my question is, tell us about your individual work and contribution in the team, sir. Yes, sir. Contribution to the team, sir.
Yes, yes. My contribution to the team is almost I'm focusing with FCRA, mean foreign, because as of now I'm also working with
Okay.
some of the trusts from UK, with some of the trusts from
Okay.
United Kingdom. It's called the Bowland Charitable Trust,
Okay.
where I'm working as the fund manager of one small project, I could say. It's a community development
Okay.
fund. It was in the it was and it apart from that, I also try to link NYDA because I have seen that NYDA have the capacity and have the guts to do something good for the
Okay.
community. So now I'm trying my best to get connected with my friend in UK, so we can if we can carry on with that, so that we can keep NYDA on progressing on the days to come.
Sir, certainly, sir. Danny, sir, I ask the same question to you, sir. Sir, what has been your individual work and contribution to the team, sir? The viewers would
So,
like to know.
right. Shwetaji, first of all, thank you very much. I would like to mention some names. I want to thank Himangi Madam, Dr. Mulesa for this opportunity, giving us the platform to speak. And we're really grateful to you. Yeah, coming to your question, Shwetaji, uh, I have been involved. I come from a corporate background, actually.
Okay.
Presently, I'm working with a company called Eston Healthcare. That is,
Okay.
it's located in Chennai, and we are also in US. And one of our branches is in Shillong. So
Okay.
before this, it was my desire to always work for my state, Meghalaya. So before that, I was in Goa, I was in Pune with for my studies and my work. So it was all Delhi, Bombay, Pune. But then there was a time that I decided to come back in 2013 and uh, decided to work on this. And then, of course, in the process, I met NYDA team, and we came together, as a unit. Where I basically what I do, as you have seen with my designation that the NYDA management has given me,
Yes.
I I connect the corporate world with our NGO, where we do
Beautiful.
a lot of CSR projects, and these are for unreached places and people in Meghalaya.
Oh,
As Mr. Empower and the team was saying, our whole goal has been that not just Nongkrem, but we are reaching to other parts of Meghalaya, including the northeast of India. We have started that
okay.
free
Okay.
education, free training, job employment opportunities. You would see that in northeast there's less opportunity for job, especially. And there was a time when the northeast youth would go to Delhi, Bombay, Hyderabad to work, but now things have changed with the digital India by Modi ji, where things have really changed, where we have our own IT company in a place like Meghalaya. And so what I have been doing is I take care of the training part. I bring the corporate training, I bring the corporate expert. I myself, I train, I travel to different parts of Meghalaya and the northeast. So I take along my company S10 Health and
Sure.
NYDA together as a unit where we can support these unreached youth. Imagine, Shweta ji, you go to a place in Meghalaya where uh, they don't. There's a problem with connectivity. Uh,
I can
there's a problem.
understand.
There's a problem of electricity and all. So what we do, we travel. We take our technology. We take our people there. We train. And this has been the story of NYDA along with S10, where we have been working and trying to reach out to the even if we can reach our goal is that if we can reach one person at a time, I think that that is the biggest thing to do. And Northeast, of course, we need a lot of work to be done in Northeast, and
Absolutely.
uh, we are trying, and that's why I think I'm grateful for this platform. Yeah. Yes, Shwetaji.
Uh, so you just spoke about S10 Healthcare, the S10, the company from Chennai. So
Ji,
can you
right.
tell us how S10 is contributing to the team and to the work that is happening right now with NYD?
Yes. Well, this is one story which I keep on telling people. This is a hidden story, in fact. But last year itself, in 2020, the Software Technology Park of India has appreciated S10 Empower. Now, this
Oh,
name S10 Empower, it connects people. Where what we do is with S10 Health team, and for that, Shwetaji, I really would like to mention my board of directors, where Sridharan sir and Sivan, he's the CEO, and Zakir Ali sir, he's the director, and Prem Anand. These are the men behind the scene who have been pushing me to go forward, to do something for this region. So what is happening
oh,
under SN Empower is we are giving
mhm.
free counseling, free training in IT, personality development, communication skill, and you'll
Oh,
not believe, under this communication skill, we are not just teaching them communication skill in English, but also we are teaching them in Hindi too. Where
okay.
yes, where the whole part is that people of Northeast becomes independent. They will not feel shy to talk to anybody from North India. There's so much to say about it, but where then NYDA has
Bonding.
come forward, where we invite youth, we give them training for free, everything. We go to places where people and companies would not go. We train in huts. We train in community centers. We train in community halls. We climb the mountain sometimes, and under which almost I
Absolutely.
can tell you that, and of course we have also not only to the to the youths who cannot access to technology or the infrastructure. We also have reached out to universities like Martin Luther Christian University in Meghalaya. We have helped them
Okay.
in many ways. IIT, they have invited us. We have gone. But the theme of S10 Empower is reach to those youths who are the future of India, who cannot access to technology, who needs job,
Amazing.
but they lack
Amazing.
skills. So S10 Empower comes with our NYDA team, and we go through and train them, counsel them, and call them for interviews in S10 Health, where they get these job opportunities. Yes.
This is really amazing. I'm hearing about such beautiful CSR work being done, and empowering the youth to take over charge is such a beautiful thing. Now I'm coming to Mr. Empower again. So can you tell us with your work, and the progress that you've done till now? I'm asking this to Mr. Enlighten, that if he can tell me a bit about his work and the progress that they have done till now, about everything.
Actually, ma'am, so see the Shwetaji, actually the from our organization, the Nongkrem Youth Development Association, on the year 2000 we have inaugurated, or we have started skill development vocational training center, in which there
Okay,
are we are used
okay,
to giving training to people like to those who are coming
okay,
from the below poverty line. So we are giving them the
okay,
training like tailoring, embroidery,
okay,
and we are giving
okay,
computer training, computer course to the educated youth, or to any to people who like to take this course. And we are having also this handloom and weaving training, and some other
okay,
short term workshop and trainings also, like this food processing, free. All these trainings we are giving free of cost. uh, and
okay,
those people who are the beneficiaries who are coming for these trainings are those who are coming from not only from our village, but they are from different districts of the state of Meghalaya. Okay, like from every
Okay.
district they are coming, so, and we are giving them hostels also, free hostels. We are providing the
Okay.
hostels and all for them to stay. So, and the beneficiaries who are completed this training, some of them they are engaged in, they are getting job in companies, government service, government offices, and then some of them they are starting their self-employment unit even at home or in their locality. So that is the big achievements that we from the organization that we have uh, gone through till today, and it is a great success for our association and achievements of the association. Next question.
Oh, so I want to ask you this. So this financial independence that has come into the people, the financial independence that you're providing to people from below poverty line and everyone else. So are you seeing a positive impact of this on the society around you in terms of aspects like, the change of dynamics of society? Danny, sir, I'm asking you this, sir. Uh,
Yes.
so, yes, sir. So, because financial independence is coming in, and I'm going to ask this to each and every one of you. So, is there any change that you all are noticing in people around you
Um,
in terms of self respect, in terms of independence? I'm talking of that.
Shwetaji, this question has many elements to it, but then first thing that I would like to mention is when you come to a state like Meghalaya, uh, government is doing a lot of things. We complain that government is not doing this or doing that, but sometimes we forget that what about our responsibilities individually? Uh, we just blame and my country India, your country India, and our country India
Yes,
right now doesn't need problem centric things. We need solution centered people. uh,
absolutely. We need solution centered. Yes.
I believe this, and we believe as a team. And coming to the question, yes, in fact, there need to be a lot of things to be done financially independence. As I said, suppose you give a job to a youth who is a graduate or a postgraduate from Meghalaya or
Mhm.
Northeast India. They of course they become independent in one sense. Psychologically, they are free. They get that self sufficiency where they can support their father and mother. They are in their own state, working for the family, and they have that self confidence, that belief that they can do something. Maybe there was a time they thought that there's no job. I have a degree but I don't have job. I don't know what to do. And obviously the stories goes like drugs, and they will go to that. But now things have changed, are changing. Yes, of course, I would say we need to do more, but then confidence, and to do something for the state and for the future. Yes.
So yes, sir. So this is exactly, sir, what I was asking about, that the changes, the positive impact your work is creating on society is so important. Mr. Bidison, I want to ask you this. What were the difficulties that your team has faced? Because to do something good, to bring about change, people are not very open to it initially. So, sir, Mr. Bidison, can you please tell me what difficulties your team faced in this?
Yeah, actually, here the network is breaking. So yeah, maybe I'll just explain that regarding the financial situation over here, ma'am. As like Mr. Ampoa have told before regarding those different kind of traits on the training which we have been given. So those time since 2003 to 2018, we have been sponsored by the Ministry of Tribal Affairs. So we given free training to all the beneficiaries, and
Okay.
apart from that, they get stipends also out of free training, and then incentive like stipend we are giving to them also. So as of now, let's see, since this pandemic is coming, so since last year, lots of social activities we are doing. So like
Yes.
kind of helping distributing of these essential communities from our own sources. So like we are working together with the local MLA. Local MLA also help in contributing these essential commodities, but not in cash, but in kind. So we are collaborating side by side with our local MLA, and as of now we are helping for more than 1,500 families household here around here in our village and in our district as a whole. So as of now, financially, now we are facing difficulties because as of now we didn't get funds from anywhere. We just we have the manpower, we have our own volunteer who is our member of the association. So, but the thing is that financially we are lacking behind. We are facing financial crisis due to those because we didn't get funds since last 2 3 years. We didn't get funds from the state or from the central or from anywhere, but we are just spending from our own sources which we use from our own income generating activities which we are having as of now. So that was the kind of difficulties as of now we are facing. So hopefully that maybe through this conversation, maybe someone will reach out to us so that we can
Definitely. We are also hoping.
so hopefully that it will reach to the unreached, like what we what our motto, like learn and serve for progress, like you want that. So that is as our motto. So you want to work for the people, for the betterment of the society. So that was our thoughts. Yeah.
Shwetaji, if I can come in.
Yeah, please, sir. Please continue, sir. Please tell me.
Shwetaji, as Mr. Bidison has said, the story of NYD is this, that for nearly 2 to 3 years, we haven't got the funds that we need from the government side, from any department, let's say. Even during this COVID time, last year, we reached more than 1,000 households. Rice, dal, you would say, I mean, you name it, we went, our team has gone. We even risked our own lives in one sense. The whole team of NYD has been involved. But the one thing that we have been working, we have been writing to many foundations, many people, if they can see, because many people, they don't know this story, that we are really going to the unreached people. No one knows them. I mean, and NYDA needs that. So for that reason, what we have been doing, when I get my salary, or Babi and other, we spend from our own pocket. And sometimes, you'll not believe, sometimes we give the entire 100% salary to the work, and we don't have anything for ourselves. And sometimes they would say that you're mad. I mean, you are really crazy. Some people have told me that you're crazy, But for us, for our team, we believe this, that maybe you may call us crazy, pagal, but हम जो कर रहे हैं वो देश के लिए कर रहे हैं, हमारे राज्य के लिए कर रहे हैं, लोगों के लिए कर रहे हैं. This is for humanity. और ये विश्वास है, दिस इज द फेथ, कि हम जो कर रहे हैं, एक दिन हम देखेंगे कि ये देश और बदलेगा. और and Shweta ji, the starts and the transformation starts from one block, from one district, and then one state, and then the country. And we are writing, we are trying, but of course, financial is one aspect that any NGO suffers and struggles, and we are praying. Maybe somebody, as Bhabidi said, somebody or some organization would hear our story, that this NYDA team. And Shweta ji, many people, they think that NGO, they do business. We don't do business. We work for people. And NYD is that team. We spend from our pocket, and we want to help our people, because our people's voice are not heard, actually, to be honest. Northeast still is growing. But then we are telling, and that's why you're here with us and you are taking this interview. So yeah, we believe someday we would get that financial support where we can go and reach each and every person. And one more thing, maybe I would like to mention, our goal has always been education, women empowerment, healthcare services, and our dream has always been that if one day we can plant a hospital, a small rural hospital in Nongkrem, starting where these people, they don't have to go to the main city. Imagine, Shweta ji, a pregnant woman needs hospital, but they die sometimes because lack of medical support. So that's what we want to do. We want to help and we want to reach out.
Uh, this has been one of the most overwhelming interviews that I have done because of the work, the range of work that you're talking about, and the things that you're sharing with us today. It just fills me up with so much pride to know the four of you and to talk to each and every one of you about the work that you're doing. And I appeal to my viewers, to whoever is listening, that please stand up and help out these young men who are working so hard to create a difference and a positive impact on society through their endeavors. Uh, Mr. Wanglang, I want to ask you a memorable experience of yours from this inspiring journey. And I will ask this to each and every one of you. Your memorable experience from this inspiring journey. Your journey is immensely inspiring to me right now. So I'll begin with Mr. Wanglang.
Thank you very much for your question. In NYDA for almost quite a 30-year journey, so it's lots and lots of memorable achievement, memorable moment. But as a president, I could say that in my memorable moment is that when the organization, after their work that they have done through the state government, through the Directorate of Sport and Youth Affairs, that they have appointed me to represent the state for the International Youth Exchange Program in Hong Kong, which I
Amazing.
went as a, that is for my personally, that is my memorable moment, because this is what NYDA has done, and the state government has seen that, and they have appointed me to be as the member in the youth exchange program in the state, and also they have chosen me as the
The network connectivity is an issue
Yes,
today.
yes. Mm.
There's so many wonderful experiences. I want the audience to know, how the journey has been, the memories that have been created. And we'll connect with them very soon. They should be back.
that we are doing, helping people by organizing blood donation, not only in
Okay.
our village, but also when there are some phone call, emergency phone call that we receive in our office, we give information to all the member, and there are some member who are ready to help the people. They went to the hospital to help the people by giving blood, by giving blood donation to the people who are in need. That is
Okay.
some of the memorable moment in that I have found in NYDA till now.
Amazing. Just amazing. Uh, Mr. Bidison, can you tell me your memorable experiences from this journey of yours? A very inspiring journey.
Yeah, like what Mr. President has said, Mr. Wanlang. So we have lots of memorable moment in our association. Till now, we have lots and lots of memorable moments. But the most memorable moment which I've experienced is that when we celebrate that 25th years of celebration of our NGO, that is on the year 2015, which we have lots of the activities, and then even the chief, we have invited the chief minister also to be here. But that day we
Okay.
were lucky, then some ministers and some bureaucrats they are coming, and then we have a big gathering, a big function. And apart from that, also we have uh, my most memorable is that during the blood donation camp, we have lots of means of joy and achieve and enjoyment, and which give my heart means kind of satisfaction which I can donate to the people which are in need at that time. So that is my memorable moment where it was when I was in my association. So many memorable moments which we cannot name all here. So that's it.
Uh, Mr. Empower, can you share with us one of the memorable experiences from this inspiring journey?
Shweta, like my colleague has said that there are so many memorable moments. Okay, like when this pandemic has happened since last year. So my memorable moments, like we from our association. We are not staying at home, but we are coming forward to help people who are suffering, or who are finds they have having a problem because of this pandemic. Okay, so we are the one like who's doing the sanitization for the quarantine center,
Okay.
I think a network problem.
Yeah, there's a network problem. I can understand. I guess it's raining out there.
yes, we are the one who are
They'll
ourselves
join in again. I'll wait till they do that because this is a very inspiring journey, Danny, that we're getting
Ji.
to listen to.
I would like to mention here that my most memorable moments as a social service right from the year 2005 onwards is like when the letter from the Ministry of Sports and Youth Affairs, Government of India, they are giving me the National Youth Award on Social Service in the year 2010, which was conferred by the Ministry of Sports and Youth Affairs. And I was getting these awards in Bhubaneswar in Orissa in the National Youth Festival, in which
Oh,
Shri Finance Minister of that time, Shri M.S. Gill, and also the Youth Ambassador of India, the actor, the celebrity actor who was Sunil Shetty, was there at
oh,
that time and hand over me this award. So this is my most memorable moments, and which is encouraged me also to do the social
oh.
service as giving me satisfaction for work for the people of my village, of my state, and as well as for our nation.
Uh, Danny, do you have any memorable experience in this inspiring journey of yours?
Shweta ji, one thing, it's a bit funny, but I thought Empower would not share about his National Youth Award. He never shares this. It is usually
I'm so
me when
happy.
I share this story about Empower. He's too humble to share that, but he's one of the men from Meghalaya who has, was selected as a national youth awardee. Very proud of him. Well, coming to my
Indeed, we are.
experience, memorable experience. Well, 30 years, it's too long, Shweta ji. There's so much. But
Yeah.
when I joined, but then one story which I shared with Mr. BD, which recently happened, there's a place called Police Bazaar in Shillong. When you come to Shillong, when you will know it's a beautiful place. I went there and I met a gentleman and he looked at me. Actually, I was supposed to collect a courier from him, and
Mm-hmm.
he came. He ran. He's almost 50, 60 years old man. Uh, Sharmaji. I mean, he just came and said, "I'm Sharmaji, and this is," and I collected. And uh, he was very good, very silent, quiet, an old man. And I when I looked at him, I felt that he's in need. And suddenly he opened up this story in the process that he's a diabetic. He doesn't have that much money to support to buy that medicine, and he needs that medicine very urgently. And I was standing right there in that market with my mask on my face, mouth, and I was thinking, uh, what should I do? And then NYDA, the team came in. We transferred the money immediately to his account. And I will
Oh,
not.
you.
I mean, don't ask me how much, but we did it. We did transfer, and
Okay.
he got 3 months medicine supply, and he cried. He was overjoyed. He said, "I thought no one would listen and hear me." And this why this is memorable, because I think that day it gave me that passion that if we are able to reach one person at such time, we want to reach more. It gave us more passion. And Mr. BD said that whatever financial support you have, just let's give it.
Very true. Very true. Uh, Danny, sir, I want to ask you this. What does the future of NYDA look to you like? What is the future of what does the future of NYDA look like?
Uh, the team is looking at me because this is the question that when we go to public, they would say, ask Mr. Danny, he's the spokesman. Uh, so they are looking at me. So let me shoot. NYDA, we want to be constructive, Shweta ji. We want to be real. We don't want to be any NGO just to get some donation. Someone will come and say, you take this much money and just go, and we will take that money. We really want to be constructive. We want to be holistic. We want to be technology oriented. We want to be people oriented. We want to be humanity oriented. Our goal is, in coming years, we would like to build a hospital in this particular village in Nongkrem. We want to, particularly in educational sector, the team wants to have a particular school where we want to get students. They don't have to pay anything. We will pay. We will support them for till class 1 to 12. That's one thing that it's in our mind, and including, and maybe there's a big thing. People say, you're crazy. Can you do everything in once? Someone said that, you are like, the ministry from Delhi, that you want to do everything in one shot. But then you need to have a big dream to do something. And it starts with small, but that big dream, that goal is there. So we want to build a school. We want to develop a tourism department here in where we can create employment opportunities for the local individuals, for the women, for the youth, and most importantly, Shweta ji, we want to let me use this word. We want to see our women stand strong, be proud being Indian, being proud being Khasi, being proud being a human, and to do something. And we believe, that women can do so much beyond our imagination. I believe this. I've seen my own mother. I've seen my own sister. I've seen my own fiance, who it's just the story goes. So as NYDA, we want to be that channel, that medium where people can get support, can be, they can come, they can connect with us, and we want to be there for them.
So this has been immensely overwhelming. And before I conclude the episode, I want to ask each and every one of you, what is the message you want to give to the youth of this country? Because if an NYDA happens in every town and every district, I see a very different future for the country being created. So, sir, what is the message you would want to give to the youth of today who are watching us from all parts of the country and the world right now to create a difference? So, I'll begin with Danny, sir, and then I'll go to everyone else. The message for them.
In fact, I'm talking too much today. So,
not at all.
Few lines in Hindi. I love Hindi. Being from here, यदि आपके पास विश्वास है, आप बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं. और ये देश को उन लोगों की जरूरत है जो सच में कुछ करना चाहते हैं देश के लिए, not just for self but for India. And there are people who can do that. If I can do that, removing self and bringing India in the first place, I think it changes. And I'm not saying that you do everything in one shot, but let's start with one responsibility. Let's say a youth in one locality sees some garbage on the street. He should go take that and throw in the dustbin or create something. Do something. There are a lot of opportunities that you can do. I think we should stop looking at others, but look at ourselves and develop that within, and that belief that we can do. If we can do, Shweta ji, why not the other youths of the nation from India who can do that? And one thing, I'm repeating this, and let's stop bringing problems, but let's bring solutions. What can we do? क्या कर सकते हैं हम देश के लिए? 1 minute, 1 second, bring those thoughts. Let's come as a unit. Let's stop dividing ourselves, but coming together as a unit and do something different and dynamic for the nation.
Sir, this has been absolutely amazing and overwhelming. I go to Mr. Empower. Sir, can you tell me, sir, what it is that you can leave as a message for the youth? And I'm asking this to each and every one of you. I will ask everyone. So we'll begin with Mr. Empower.
Yes, my message to everyone, to everyone is like there is a phrase that says that serving people is to serve people is to serve God. So I like to serve people. So I give a message to everyone. So please don't look for money, don't look for funds. Work first, then everything will be came it to you. So that is my message like I want to give to everyone. So don't afraid. So like come forward, come forward to work for the betterment of our nation. Thank you.
Absolutely. Mr. Wanglang, what is your message for the youth of today?
My message is as a group and at the same time as individual, always have a goal. Because when we have a goal, we know where to go. That is my message.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Always have a goal
Absolutely.
and don't lose hope and keep on fighting to reach that goal.
Absolutely. I completely relate and understand your goal, which is so doable and to do would be the best. Mr. Bidison, what is your message for the youth of today?
Yeah, my message to the youths and the society as a whole, let's come forward and work together for the progress of the society and the state as a whole, and even the country as a whole. When we come forward together, I think no one can stop us, and we can help lots to the society. That's my message. Let's come forward and work for the people. That's my message.
So thank you so much. I must say this has been one of the most overwhelming interviews that I have done. There's a message to the youth of this country is so forthcoming that if each one of us decides to do something, there would be a lot that would happen very soon. Thank you so much, everyone from the Nonkrem Youth Development Association. And so we are really grateful to all of you for joining in with us today and sharing with us your perspective, your thoughts, your ideas, and your goals so wonderfully, so effectively, and so openly. So thank you to each and every one of you for doing this today.
Thank you, Shwetaji. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. With this, I come to an end of today's episode of Path of Positivity, leaving behind a positive message for all the youth of the country to step up, step forward, and do something. Good evening, Namaskar, and Jai Hind.